Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizette, and in today's video we're going through 10 amazing gifts which made my husband very excited. So let's go for it. Number one is a watch case. So for Christmas last year I presented my husband with a beautiful watch case made by Aspinall of London. Here is the watch case. It is in a beautiful faux crocodile leather. So as you can see, it is very beautiful, very luxurious. It has golden hardware and a beautiful Aspinall of London embossing at the back. Now this watch case has 5 slots. The only downside to this watch case is that the cushions inside are a little bit, as you can see, they're hard, so not for every single watch. For one of his watches he got a different cushion, and bear that in mind if you want to go for the same exact watch case. Other than that, it's absolutely beautiful. It has its special key. This watch case is a great gift for a watch enthusiast, which my husband is. He has a little collection of watches. He adores every single one of them, and now they're all displayed beautifully in this watch case. Even his beloved Casios, he's got 2. They have beautiful storage space. Now, speaking of Casios, this leads us to a gift number 2. Now, without rambling, the gift number 2 is a watch in which you can swim. There is a brand called Garmin. I think they're specifically made for sports, and they have a selection of watches for swimming in the pool and in the open water. So that's what's written in the description. I will leave the links to everything I speak about in the description box below for your convenience, so you can go and check out. So this year, a water-friendly watch was a game changer for my husband. So we went on a vacation by the sea this year, very recently actually, and he had to work, not all day long, but he would get these very important work calls while on the beach. So they weren't long, but he needed to answer them. He would have his Casios on the wrist while swimming in the sea, and before the call, so before a scheduled call, he would be out. As you know, on the beach they usually don't have any clocks on the beach, so there's no way to tell the time. His Casios helped him a lot to be on time for his calls, to control the time. In this list I've included 10 gifts which I genuinely find to be very useful, and they are approved by my husband. And usually when I need to buy a gift right at the moment, I find myself stumped without any clue what to get. Of course, gifts are not just tangible things, and I remember in the past, more than 10 years ago, I gifted him an experience of driving a Ferrari car on the Silverstone circuit near London, and he loved it because he is a fan of F1. He loves cars, it's his hobby, he knows all about them, so that's a gift he remembered. Just bear with me until the gift number 10. I think it's going to get a lot better. So number 3 is Birkenstock Sandals. I have a pair myself. I genuinely think that there is nothing better than a pair of rubber Arizona Birkenstock sandals. I know that flip-flops, thong flip-flops are back, but I still love my Arizonas, and he thought that for our next vacation he'll get himself a pair of those as well, because they are very comfortable and they look great. Number 4 is a pair of Ugg boots. We live in a city where it gets really cold in winter. So Ugg boots are the only boots in my personal experience that keep my feet warm in winter. He always thought they're shapeless and ugly for some reason. And one time his dad sent him his beloved Ugg boots, which he wore once on a ski trip a long time ago, and they live in a different city where it's not that cold, so he doesn't wear his pair, and he sent them to my husband, and he started wearing them because he didn't want them to go to waste. Now that he's convinced, I think it would be safe for me to get a new pair for him. Now I will be throwing this gift in the middle of the list just for no reason, and it is an ETF. I am not a financial advisor at all, but my husband, he's got an experience in investment banking. He's an economist, and once I decided to get him for his birthday a couple of ETFs. So ETF is an abbreviation of exchange traded fund. So basically it's like a basket or a bundle of tradable assets. So instead of getting him just one stock, I decided to go for Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF, and the ticker is VOO. I got him, I think, 2 of these, and he was really happy. So number 6 is a car vacuum. This one obviously is for a car owner. I can't say that my husband is a 100% neat person, but when it comes to his car, he turns into this neat freak. I'm not kidding. I think it's a great thing. We are in search for one, obviously, but I will link the link to one which is Amazon's number 1. We haven't used it, but you can check it out, read the reviews. Number 7 is an alarm clock for a bedroom, preferably without a ticking second sound. Now this one I've seen on the YouTube channel of one of my favorite productivity YouTubers, Ali Abdal. So he says that an alarm clock in his bedroom helped to boost his productivity, and I'll explain why. So he says that having an alarm clock in the bedroom instead of a phone keeps you more focused. In my personal experience, so usually I try not to do it, but I am guilty of it as well. I take my phone, I turn the alarm off, and what do? I start scrolling through my phone, through my feed, through my emails, and maybe WhatsApp messages. I answer them in the morning, so I'm not as focused in the morning because I already sort of cluttered my mind with all this external noise coming from my phone. I think the alarm clock in the bedroom instead of a phone is a great idea. You just turn it off and get on with your day. Just one thing I would emphasize is if you are a light sleeper, if your loved one is a light sleeper, maybe to get a clock without the ticking sound. The number 8, it's a sling bag by a brand called To Me. He bought this one for himself. He saw it on his friend. Now this little bag, it's a waist bag, but my husband wears it across his shoulder as a sling bag. It's lightweight, it's made of technical material, and he uses it very frequently. It's not something that I would prefer. It's not something that I would choose, to be honest, but we're talking about the gifts for men in our life, and I can say that my husband adores his little bag. Now we're getting there, and the gift number 9 is a coffee table book. I know that this is not the most practical gift, but I love books myself. There is a huge variety of coffee table books depending on one's interest. In my case, my husband is a huge fan of F1. He loves watches, and I also find travel books great. And there's a huge selection of destination books by Asalin. And number 10 in this list is an online masterclass. I love the masterclass.com website. It has a great selection of masterclasses on different subjects, on different topics given by experts, like world-leading experts in the particular industry. And one time we watched this masterclass together. It was on wine, and we are not necessarily wine drinkers, but that was a topic that was interesting to my husband, and we just decided to watch together, and it was great experience, just like bonding experience, to learn something together and to unveil the secrets of the industry together. That's it, guys. This was my take on 10 amazing gifts for men in your life. And just remember that the best gift is the one presented with pure heart, pure intentions, and with the recipient in mind.